Jeez, didn't have the microphone on. My bad. Welcome to another episode, everyone. Please subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. This is Bananas Wild Work we're about to get into here. Little U, Big U's son, is attacking Nipsey Hussle, essentially claiming that he's a chomo. These dudes apparently have a lot of hatred for Nipsey Hussle. He also attacks Wack100. Man, watch this. Let's get into it. Let's just get right into it.
Wack100. Rest in peace to homie. You just admitted the trumped up charges. She got dismissed in 2 days. She didn't want to admit to her mom she was a flip. She's an underage girl with the homies. For sure y'all that Nip.
Man, at this point, hating on Nipsey Hussle gotta be in the Henley genetics. Like father, like son, it don't matter who it is. Big U, Lil U, Baby U, Infant U. It's like when Nipsey's name get brought up, they just can't pay their respects and move on. They always gotta throw some type of dirt on his name.
He wasn't my equal. Him nor his brother was my equal at that time or any other time. You know what I'm saying?
Big U and his family really feel like they Crenshaw royalty. Like anything self-central, they entitled to. Because if you got something they want, you better give it to them, because they gonna take it anyways. The easy way or the hard way. Pause.
No, bro. No, bro. The No Jumper store, meaning this. Big U's son came to the No Jumper store, right? And he said, give me free shirts. Adam told me I could get free shirts. The white boy, Hurley, said, no, I can't give you no free shirts, bro. Like, nah, that's not how that works. Big U's son then took all the shirts from off the rack, well, a lot of shirts from off the rack, walked out the store and said, I'll be back. He came back the next day looking for the white boy to violate the white boy because the white boy ain't let him take shirts. And then he took more shirts and walked out without paying.
R.I.P. Baby U, but I heard he was wild like that. And the way they did Brisk Breezy was diabolical. Remember when Big U hit him with the 500 donations of shoes up front to Developing Options?
This young man just gave about 500 pair of tennis shoes. And he's about to give out another 500 pair of tennis shoes.
Man, while Big U was allegedly hitting him with the Developing Options friendly extortion, Big U said, when you a rich nigga, I'm on you. And those Pyrus can't do nothing for you. Oh, these gangs ain't loyal. Because allegedly, when his son needed money, he robbed Chris Brown too. Nah, this is diabolical. That's like letting Bronny James and LeBron James score on you back to back.
But I have my own feelings about him because of certain situations that happened that I had nothing to do with. Like, I remember Chris Brown got robbed and my name was thrown in the mix. Yeah, my name was thrown in the mix. And my dad had called me like, yeah, such and such told Wack100 and Wack100 told me that you robbed Chris Brown. You know what I'm saying? So it's like that to where I'm like, man, what? So naturally anybody be like, man, Wack100.
Man, at first I thought Lil U might be the level-headed one. He might be the one that got common sense. He might be the smart one. Until he broke down Nips and Big U's relationship. I said, oh, nah. All the U's is a little slow. And they all act like they got love for Nipsey. But the hatred be so strong, they can't even hide it.
It's just like and I was never there for when my dad got into a Nip. Do I think that my dad had smoke with Nip afterwards? To keep it real with you? To keep it a band with you? I don't think that nobody ever completely goes back to being how it used to be.
I can say some fuck today or tomorrow. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna let it go. I'm not in no way finna turn no other cheek.
You still down, man.
It might hit me in the other one if I turn the other cheek. If I turn this one, might slap me. If I turn the mustard, hell no.
My dad is like the kind of guy that's like, he knows how to separate his when he wants to. He knows how to separate how he feel personally about somebody from how I'm going to be with them publicly. You know what I'm saying? So he might be like, man, I don't know if I really like this. But when we walk outside, we all from the same tribe. And no nigga better not say nothing to you. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of like how my dad is. You know what I'm saying? So and like I said, my dad never shied away from being who he is. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, my dad's like a normal person. He might have a day where he just might be like, man, I don't really like how that played out with Nip.
He said nobody ever goes back. Nah, I'm cool with all my big homies. We good. I think it's just Big U and Nipsey. But Lil U continues to defend his pops. He says, as a matter of fact, he said, how could Big U ever do something like that to Nipsey when he made a case go away early in his career?
My shit, you know what I'm saying? I had to push it back. It was gonna come out this summer, but I'm gonna push it back to the top of next year.
Do you want to speak on that incident?
I mean, shit, it was a false charge. They charged the nigga with some bogus charges, homie. You know what I'm saying? The spot got raided. It was pictures of us on you know what I'm saying, on a photo camera with a burner, tucking the hood up with a female that come to find out was an underage female, you know what I'm saying, that had a thong going. I was making suggestions that was in positions that looked like she was doing something, you know what I'm saying, and the bitch just came with some trumped up charges because she didn't want to admit to her mom she was a flick. I'm good, but
so that's the type of shit where you're like, this just admitted that this girl was a flip, that she was underage. Rest in peace to homie. You just admitted the trumped up charges. The shit got dismissed in 2 days. She didn't want to admit to her mom she was a flip. She's an underage girl with the homies. For sure y'all that Nip. That's what flips are. How did the case go away though? I wonder if somebody that I know personally maybe helped the case go away. But that person is the one that got you killed though.
That don't even make sense. Why not? They only made it go away.
So you saying your father made the case go away? That's the insinuation there, of course. I understand that Big U had a lot of power, has, whatever, allegedly, in his section. But he has that much power with the government, with the police, with the DA, that he can make a grape charge go away, essentially, an SA charge. The woman was young. She was certainly a flip. Man, they weren't there reading the Bible with her. They was getting it in. And how did the charges go away? Like he just said. Well, he's implying that his father made the charges go away. I'm interested as to how his father had enough power to make those kind of charges go away against a young Nipsey Hussle, not the Nipsey Hussle that we've all come to know before the fame.
So they could sign to a big label. And like his pops, he said his pops had nothing to gain from Nipsey if he died.
And Nip and my dad was on good terms. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? When Nip passed away, they was cool. You know what I'm saying? And my dad don't benefit nothing from Nipsey Hussle demise. He don't benefit. There's nothing that he's going to get from that. You know what I'm saying?
Except that 10-year contract.
On that. So I signed into it. It was signed to a 10-year production contract, which started in 2009, which would end 2019.
Crazy.
Hello. But
look, in this next clip, I know for sure the whole family don't like Nip. Because the way Lil U made Nipsey guilty of the case that...
The hell was that? Hello. What you so happy about? It ended in 2019. Isn't that when Nipsey was killed?
Went away. Oh my God, this is crazy.
And here's man right here. I didn't even know this interview, but I know more than what they know.
Yeah.
How you think this went away?
Yeah.
The nigga just said she was a flip. Now this is a young Nip. This not the marathon hustle Nip.
Yeah.
What do I mean by that is that's still a young man that if he looked back at that, he'd be like, ooh, I wouldn't even say that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I wouldn't even say that. That's admitting to it without admitting to it because we all know what flips are. What are flips? They're the bitches that get by all the homies.
Yeah.
You can't call her a flip and say she was in a thong, but then say you didn't do nothing with her. You know y'all did something with that little ass girl. She was a flip. Right. You know you did. Yeah. You wasn't marathon Nip to where you got all this to lose. It's 2007. You participated in activities with their homies. You know, okay, cool. Somebody did something to make that shit go away though, P. Now, that's beyond my pay grade. But this is what I mean by 10 years later, this man will kill this man. Make it make sense. This man, I couldn't even get a lawyer from my daddy around that time. But this would make sure that case went away for this, though. For this to turn around 4 years later and fire him. So, yeah, them have beef. Yeah, them niggas, yeah. Yeah.
Man, 4 years later is a long time. How many years?
Yeah, it's a long time. I thought you said that they didn't have beef, that they were cool. Just said that, unless he means, trying to get him away out here, that they had beef after he fired his dad, after Nip fired Big U, I guess, 4 years later. After he got on, came up, whatever, I guess it's the scenario, it's the narrative, that he ended up firing Big U. So yeah, there was beef, yeah, he was hot. But I guess at the time of his death, there was no beef, they were cool.
You think he owe y'all? I knew Lil U was off when he started justifying his father's actions. He was like, it's just a little extortion. It ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Adrian Bronner broke on these for $10 million. They called Big U to get their money back. Big U tried to help them get their money back. Where's the crime in that?
Where's the crime in that?
The crime is collecting hundreds of thousands to do it. Lil U said just because he hung around a bunch of extortionists don't mean his daddy was one. My daddy innocent.
Like loose. That's like loose cannon. Like that's like me being Khalifa, me pushing Dean, but then I with a who like to rob rappers. You know what I'm saying? Then like I'm calling him nephew and shit like that, and then I'm kicking it with him, and then his get online like, yeah, you know, I was with Lil U, and then, you know, I said I left Lil U, man, I went to go do my thing. I went and robbed the nigga for his chain, then nigga, I went back and kicked it with Lil U in the studio with Gunna, and you know what I'm saying, and we laughed about it, and then Lil U was, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, now I'm looking like I sent the nigga because I'm Lil U, and that makes sense for who the person that I'm supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? That I set up the robbery when I don't even have nothing to do with it. I didn't even know about this. But this on social media talking about some, yeah, nigga, Lil U was at the studio when I pulled up. They like, oh yeah, I'm pretty sure Lil U has something to do with that. Like, what? Just because I hanged out with them, I know them.
I mean, yeah, you hung out with him, you know him, and you the leader. You guilty. But nah, let me know what you guys think though. Am I tripping? Does Big U family actually got love for Nip? Maybe I'm
Love for him? I don't know. I can't tell. He said, rest in peace to homie. But, you know, so there you have it. Let me know what y'all think in the comments. I believe this is Toxic Media. Shout out to Toxic Media. And there you have it, man. He says that Nipsey Hussle, you just heard it, was young, 2007, was not the marathon Nip, was not rich and famous, caught a case with a flip, a young female who is a toss-up, a throw-around, or whatever, if you will, where everyone gets their turn, that she had on a thong or whatever, and so, according to Lil U, they did something with her, and Big U made the case go away. So why would he then turn around and have Nipsey Hussle killed when he made the case go away 10 years prior, 12 years prior, 2007, he was killed in 2019, I believe. And Wack100, as he just said, he did not rob Chris Brown. What did he do wrong by getting Adrian Broner's money back, millions of dollars that someone broke off with? They got a lot going on. Stay safe and stay free, people.